First question I have, for this to truly be an exercise in restorative justice, it would mean the process is guided by the people that were harmed. So how have these matters harmed you?
I'll go.
Okay.
I'm not, I'm not sure I'd raise my hand. Okay, so wow, how's it harmed? It's harmed me personally and harmed me institutionally. So one of the things that we do in the caucus, right, is we organize queer people in states to join state Green parties. That's our mission. So as you can imagine, the significant challenge in so doing when a state is specifically targeting members of your community for discrimination. It's basically impossible. So that impedes the function of the Green Party of the United States. And that hurts all of us. I have dealt with, for the last year, since this came up, my entire online political activism has been countering this message that the Green Party's become transphobic. It's dogged both our presidential candidates until eventually Howie won our nomination. It dogged him all through his campaign, and it's still happening right now. This is a significant issue for us. On a personal level, this hurts my soul. I have many friends who are trans, and seeing my colleagues with whom I am supposed to organize and whom I share so many other values with come down to a less than bigoted position is really difficult. I say bigoted because I feel like I don't want to say that they hate trans people because I don't know that. I feel like they are simply closed-minded to it. I feel like also there are many people who don't know what the word bigot means, and so sometimes misunderstand. It means you're closed to other ideas, which our opponents are. There is no question of this. I'll share with you directly that I asked our opponents, and I hesitate to call them anything other than that, but nevertheless, I asked them if there was anything that I could do at all to help resolve this issue, to bring it to a closure that was positive for both groups. And I was told no. So that's just the long and the short of it. So that hurt a whole bunch. I have put months and months and months of effort into this to try and be respectful of the positions of my opponents, to try and engage in a professional and substantive way. And at no point have they chosen to meet me in a like-minded way. It's been completely bad faith on their part. And that just hurts. It just really does. It's hard to express it in any way other than it just hurts.
No, I can only imagine. And thank you for sharing on that. Maybe Emergin would like to. Oh, did you have a comment?
Yeah, I wanted to add to that. As Margaret Elisabeth said, trying to organize along these, along these lines. I have been trying to get a Lavender caucus in the state of Colorado going since late last summer. I have 3 people so far expressing interest, longstanding members of Colorado GP. And that's it. And struggling to find anybody else to get contact with, anybody else interested in working with us, in joining, much less forming a Lavender caucus. Just, anybody who is queer being interested in dealing with the Green Party at all. One trans man who used to call himself Green, whom I know down in Denver, no longer does. As far as I can only echo, as far personally, what harm, just more shock that this is even happening within this organization. Like as I said, I've got this message February of last year, and it's just like, what is going on? How is this even possible? I was at least relieved to find that it was limited to one state. As far as officially. I quickly found out that there were people in a number of other states supporting them, and we quickly learned about this D&E group, which has been trying to present itself as a Green Party caucus. Consistently, over and over again, they have tried to present themselves as one, which they are not. But since then, it's more appalling. It's hard to say hurt as much, and harm as much as just absolutely confusing. It's 2 years ago, I would have said this was not possible. This would, maybe the libertarians, not here. Obviously, though, here it is.